guys, I wasn't actually originally planning to make a video like this, because if I was, I would have had a few things planned for you. I would have got some things bought and I would have had some things ready and a whole lot more than I have in this video. But I uploaded a Valentine's Day video and some comments in there were like, Ellie, help me, I don't know what I'm doing, I need some ideas, I need to get a gift. Do I get a gift? What do I do? So I found you some ideas. These are going to be last minute ideas. Obviously you can't really do things much now unless you go out to the shop and get some, because the things that I done were basically stuff that I had to order or something that I had to wait for or like take time to do. But these are like quick, fast minute things. But before I do that, Valentine's Day is like a big thing and a big deal to some people, and to others it's not. But the people who think it's not a big deal feel like they have to make it a big deal because everybody else is running around like headless chickens about it. But you don't have to do that. Like, you just need to talk to your partner about what it is that you guys see Valentine's Day as. For me, I know that me and my boyfriend Kyle, we love Valentine's Day, and it's not a proper holiday in my opinion. It's just some like silly day you can be cheesy and get away with it, but we enjoy it. So we've basically discussed that we'll make something handmade and then we'll buy something and that'll be it. We go out for dinner, we're staying in a hotel and stuff. Some people don't want to do that, and that's absolutely fine. You don't need to get a present that you feel like you have to just because the TV tells you to. Obviously Valentine's Day you associate it to roses, you associate it to chocolate. It's stuff which you won't remember as much as stuff which you can get them as if it was their birthday or something. You can just consider this holiday as like a small birthday and just get them stuff that they like, and then just decorate it with cringy, soppy stuff just to add a little bit of Valentine's touch of it. So Valentine's Day can be a good opportunity to get them something which they weren't expecting, and then just to put it in like a red pretty gift bag, or like wrap it up in Valentine's Day gift paper. And saying that can just be an experience. It doesn't actually have to be a physical thing. An experience can be much more memorable than just like a rose that is edible or something really creepy. Like a cinema ticket perhaps to pay for dinner. And also with this whole gender thing, you kind of associate guys to give the flowers and then the girls to give, I don't know, what do girls give guys? But it's kind of like this thing about, do I get a guy flowers? Do I get a guy chocolates? Who cares? Like, don't think too much into it because it's not a contest. Like, you know your partner more than anyone else. If your partner for some reason digs roses and he's a guy, then freaking get him roses and just be like, who cares what this looks like right now? I know he likes roses. Or if he loves chocolate. Like, guys love chocolate. Come on, right? You hear all the stuff about women loving chocolate. I know men that are way bigger chocolate eaters than I am. You know your partner. If he's into cheesy shit, get him cheesy shit. If he's not, just get him a freaking belt or whatever you know that he's totally into. Valentine's Day does not equal the amount you love somebody, or it doesn't represent or show the amount of love you have for somebody. It's an advertisement, it's a commercial holiday. But like I said, me and my partner we're kind of boring in that sense. We discuss what we're going to do. Like, we do this on Christmas, we do this on birthdays, and we do it on Valentine's Day because we're kind of like, we don't want to make each other's lives a struggle by thinking, what do I do? We kind of just discuss, hey, what do you want to do Valentine's Day? I know, let's make something and buy something and then exchange. Woo! And that's us. So now some cool ideas which you can be inspired by. I made a Valentine's video last year actually of me actually making this that I was giving my partner on Valentine's Day, but I didn't make that this year because I felt like there wasn't going to be so many people who were like, new ideas. You can watch that though. I'll probably put a link down there in the description for you so you can watch some stuff that I'm making to give you ideas. This is actually a really cool idea. You can get 12 different cards and laminate them, or you can just get cards and just put hole punch air in them and then they have little holes, and then you can put ribbon through the hole, and then basically the entire book sort of thing are 12 like little tickets for date ideas. You have 12 months of dates, so you have one date a month. Starters, we're gonna go here for a meal, and then we're gonna go to the cinema, and then we're gonna do a walk down the beach, and then on the next card it says the next thing, and you basically use these coupon cards as the year goes on. That is such a cute idea, and you can get them another one for the next Valentine's Day. The worst part about trying to do a date night is organising it, because you're like, where do we go? This area has nothing, or you're just like, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. If you want to do this idea and you get stuck on trying to think of date night ideas, I'll put a link in the description for you which gives you like loads of cheap date ideas. This is another super cute, awesome idea. I love this. Basically, if you live in a house with your partner, perhaps you can like get physically into their house and like mess around with it, then a really cool idea would be to get like printable bits of sheets and stick them up around their house, which includes like traits you love about that person, which is also associated to the thing you're printing it on. For example, this picture, you can see there's like a little love note on their coffee machine, and it just says on it something like, the way you smile at me in the morning, so something really cringy like that, but it links to like the morning coffee thing. And then you put it on like something else, like on a mirror, and then be like, the way you always tell me I look beautiful, or something like this. Like, little things you can just stick around the house so they think that Valentine's Day's kind of over, and then they look at it and they're like, oh, it's still continuing, because I forgot that there's a little note underneath my shoe that says the way you walk over me like a doormat. That was a joke that came out before I realised what I was saying. This is such a cool idea, and I'm so mad I didn't do it this year. Basically, it's a frame, and obviously frames, they have glass in, and all you have to do is you have to get a whiteboard pen, whiteboard marker, and basically put it like underneath the frame, so you have it there all the time. And then in the frame it says, I love you because. Every day of the year you can like wipe it off and make a new one. So for example, this one says, I love you because, and they've written down, you put your dirty clothes in the hamper today. And it's like, cheese, but it's good. Being with somebody is telling them what you appreciate the most, and because that makes it go so much further. Like when you know that this person appreciates all these little things, it makes you want to carry on doing them. Whereas if nobody ever tells you that they like these things about you, you're just gonna like stop doing everything because you feel like, what's the point, they don't notice it anyway. This is so cute, and this is coming from somebody who loves beer floaters, and I love ice cream floats and floaters. That's not the word, is it? That's a poo. Basically, this is like a little basket hamper. If you ever get stuck for ideas, just get a hamper. Like, this is a top tip from me. When I get stuck on what to get somebody, the best thing to go for is to buy a basket or a box and just put crap in it you know that they like. Even if it's cheap stuff, they don't think about the cheapness of it because they think this is really cool how they've made a hamper. Because if you were just to buy something cheap, wrap it up and give it to them, they would subconsciously, you guys know this, you think, this is a bit odd. They've given me some Tic Tacs and some Reese's Pieces, like, you'd be like, what? But if it's in a hamper and there's like, oh, Tic Tacs, Reese's Pieces and Coca-Cola and like random stuff you know they like is in it, it feels more sentimental and thought about. And this is the same sort of idea, but it's really cute because it's more Valentine's Day themed. Valentine, you float my boat hamper. So amazing. And basically in it is some straws, some soda, like fizzy drink, whatever you can put what you like. You can put anything that you can basically put ice cream in. And here I think it's just got some root beer in this hamper, and then it's got some vanilla ice cream, or you can put Ben & Jerry's in there. Obviously you'd have to make sure you've just taken this hamper out of the fridge. Sometimes Valentine's Day doesn't need to come in a present form. You can just make them breakfast in bed. I think my dad does that for my mum, and that's basically Valentine's Day over. Like I said, it doesn't prove how much he loves my mum. My mum and dad show love throughout the entire year, and that sounded really cringy. They don't make love to each other every day of the entire year, or they might do. Oh my god, now I can't stop thinking about my mum and dad making love. But you don't want to just be like, here, have some cheese and cheese. Why would you give them cheese? Have some egg, have some bacon. You could do this, and it's basically so simple. It's an egg, a cut out stenciled love heart, and you could just do this with a knife on the top of your head if you wish. Try this if you like. You can try other things, get like experimental. Maybe you can make a love heart out of bacon. Get some tomato ketchup and put love hearts around the edge of the plate. This is a super weird one, but this goes for anyone who knows that their partner likes cheese. I know this is really strange, but I know a few people that go mad for cheese. You basically give them a cheese hamper. And I also know Valentine's Day cards which have loads of different types of cheeses on the front, and it says on the bottom, this is the cheesiest Valentine's Day card I could find. I mean, you could just make one like that if you wanted to, actually just print out loads of different cheeses and put them underneath. But you could also get like a little hamper, and it's just for people who love cheese, and then you could just call it because we don't do cheese on Valentine's Day, or because Valentine's Day is too cheesy, or just something like mess around with the word cheesy and Valentine's Day, and you'll go far for somebody who, you know, rolls their eyes at Valentine's Day. A really cute idea, if somebody likes coffee, just buy them a latte, and then it could be in a bottle form, it could be just, you know, walking to Costa and coming back, like who cares, it's still a cute idea. And then you just pop a note on it saying, I love you, a latte. Just thought I'd pop that one in there because I love coffee myself. Or same goes with soda. If they like fizzy drink, get them a fizzy drink and then put on it, you are the soda to my pop. You don't have to do it if you're American though, because we call it fizzy drink, so you are the fizzy to my drink. That sounds a bit weird. And if they like sweets, you can get a card and stick sweets on the top, or you can just get them sweets and put on it, you can count on me when things get sticky. That sounds slightly sexual, but I thought that was a cute idea. Along with this whole sweet idea, if you know somebody who would prefer sweets over flowers or something, get them a candy, or I keep having to like refer to Americans and British people. So get a candy or sweet bouquet, and it's basically just like a flower bouquet, but you replace it with chocolate. And once again, like in overall, that's not going to cost that much. It's just a few chocolate bars, but because you've made it into something cool, you can also do that with booze. If you know somebody who would rather, you know, than nibble on a bunch of chocolate bars, then this will be for them. You can actually simply get some fairy lights and just stick them up around their room if you know they'd appreciate that, and just have like a stay-in dinner or just watch a film with the fairy lights on. Because if you're a guy and you do something like that, I think to a girl that would mean a little bit more, because you kind of think it surprises you when a guy does something which you think that a guy wouldn't think of. That's always the nicest thing. So if a guy did that for me, I'd be like, oh, like, because then you could keep them up and then you could think of Valentine's Day for a long time afterwards. If you know what I'm saying, that time you seduced yourself into the woman's bedroom and hung up fairy lights and made sweet love. I mean, what? So those are actually the main things. I think that, you know, it goes without saying, you can just kind of do little stuff and it can still mean a lot to somebody. I've probably said that about a million times in this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something from it, because I know some of you are so scared and worried. It's like, chill your beans. I really want to show you guys my Valentine's Day present. I'm like, so excited about it, but my boyfriend watches my videos, so I can't do that. But I am going to show you after I've given him it, because it's such a cool thing. I'm so excited. But yeah, I also got his Valentine's Day card like weeks and weeks ago, because I saw it and it just really reminded me of him. So that is all for today. I am actually off and out now, so I will see you guys in 3 days time. I love you so much. All my social networking sites are down there in my cleavage in the description box below, and there is a reason why I send it in every video, because I want to stay connected with you guys, so you can chat to me on any of them. And I love you so much, so stay positive, stay awesome, stay sexy, choose happiness, and happiness will choose you. Just to let you know, my badges are back on sale, so if any of you want any of them, they're down there once again in my cleavage. Happy Valentine's Day! Home. So I'm going to be opening my Venice box now, and we're going to be having a look at this together, very romantically. After all, we are dating, right? It's like proper stuff. Now, they always put in a belly full leaflet on the top, basically saying about everything that's in the box, so you don't get confused about things, because you're going to be new to them, because